Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to give some thoughts about Crypt's latest album that released 2 days ago, which is called Buried Alive. And I've been anticipating this project for quite a while. He announced he was working on it last year, and it just came out on April 15th of 2021. I am recording this April 18th, 2021, because I've listened to the album a couple of times, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on it because I have quite a lot of thoughts. And this is something that I've been looking forward to for such a long time that when I finally got the chance to listen to it, I made sure to firmly pay attention to it and try and understand everything that was going on so I could cohesively review it when I got the chance to and talk about what I think about the project and its themes and concepts throughout. So I listened to it, and I've got to be honest, I thought it's mediocre. It is a mediocre album. This is actually not as simple as you may think, because starting off from the first track, Crypt tells us he has a lot of stories he's going to tell us throughout the album, and we aren't ready for it because there's so many stories he hasn't told us, and there's so much untapped material he has to write about, and so he's going to be telling us about that. And then there's one concept throughout this album that he pushes way too hard and way too much, which is proving his haters wrong. Every picture I'm about to show you from this album is a song about him proving his haters wrong. And the thing is, there are 15 tracks on this album. So with that many songs about proving your haters wrong, there isn't much room left to actually have subject material for other things. And that's very disappointing considering literally one of the first lines in the album is about talking about stories he had in his life. Obviously, there are some songs on the album that don't deal with this overly pushed topic. Call It Quits deals with mental health, the stress of being a rapper, and the problems that come with having a lot of fame. I Won't Miss You deals with an ex that he had and how it affects him day to day and how he saw her very recently. I Don't Wanna is about not wanting to go through all the preparations for a funeral and not wanting to have to go through the whole process again. Bad Friend is about a suicide story from one of his friends very recently, and I really enjoyed that one. Is It True is about his grandfather, who apparently engaged in a lot of very illegal activities, and There For You is about a very close friend of his. Sundays with Grandma is about his grandmother who passed away and their traditions together, and Buried Alive is basically the same topic as Call It Quits. So, out of the 15 tracks on this album, there are 7 that don't talk about proving his haters wrong. So, that means that just under the majority of this album is talking about proving his haters wrong. Tales from the Crypt 2, Let Him Talk, Rappers Do Not Like Me, Who You Know, Like Me, and Rapping From My Closet are all about proving his haters wrong. And it gets to a point where it's like, we get it. You're proving your haters wrong. You can do that. You're a good rapper. But making 7 songs about it? Are we serious? That just seems ridiculous and kind of forced. And here's the thing. Individually, I like all of the songs. But when they're put together as an album, it just becomes so repetitive at a point because it goes, proving my haters wrong, another story. Proving my haters wrong, another story. Proving my haters wrong, another story. And it kind of like outweighs the actual emotional aspects of the stories because every 5 seconds is just, I'm gonna show you how good I am and prove my haters wrong. So just like, imagine my frustration about that. So that's basically where I stand with this. It's good to listen to like individually. All of the songs are good individually, but when you place them together as an album, it's just mediocre and redundant and almost filler at a point. And it's very disappointing to see this because Crypt has so much potential as a rapper, and I hate to see it getting used like this. And this is something he's complained about in his Everything Wrong With Albums videos in the past, and now he's falling victim to something that he said is very bad. That doesn't help. Additionally, a lot of these songs have a lot of repeating choruses, and these sometimes go on for like a lot of the song, which really doesn't help the case either. And this is pretty prevalent throughout the entire album, so that's also a little bit concerning. There are also a few minor nitpicks I had, like a corny bar every once in a while, but those are really my 2 main issues with this. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 because it's just mediocre. Nothing more, nothing less. And those are pretty much my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please consider subscribing, and take care.